Pokemon people and Pokemon fans alike, hey, we're back again with some more problems in the community, and I don't know how the hell I became somebody who's actually trying to battle peace waters or whatnot. Good night. I mean, I should not be the one involved in this, but whatever. Here's the thing, guys. JubileeBlais, very popular Pokemon tuber, very very big channel. She's somebody who, in a lot of ways, was already popular on her own, and then she definitely started dating a very very popular YouTuber, MNJ TV, and then her channel obviously has grown quite a bit. She's now a very very prominent voice in the community, somebody who's definitely has a lot more pull than probably 99.9% of people that are actually involved in the community. Now, granted, it's kind of weird because MNJ TV is somebody who's not actually a very involved in the community kind of person. Not because he's not involved, but because obviously when you get to a certain size or a certain depth, you're not really able to be involved in a certain dimension. You kind of become outside of the community, even though you're in the community, even though you're of the community, even though you're a topic of the community. So Jubilee has definitely been involved with that before. But anyway, she made a really important video just trying to talk about one of the big problems in gaming community in general, which is, of course, the over hypersexualization of women in gaming, and also how that translates into problems for female gamers. One of the big problems, it's been a problem for female gamers for a long time, is you have two types of female gamers, right? You have the 100% just here to abuse their looks, to honestly get thirsty as fuck guys to actually give them money, right, aka titty streamers, and actual female gamers who are trying to play the games and try to be taken seriously for their gaming abilities because they actually give a crap about being a viable player in the games that they're playing. This is someone like Jubilee. This is someone like my friend Breezy Bree. This is someone like like Moxilia. This is someone like Attack on Sylveon. People who are actually gamer girls who are, because of the fact that they are a girl, because of the fact that they are, somewhat cute or pretty or whatnot, they have to deal with the bullshit of being lumped into the overall horse shit that is being hypersexualized or being, come at because, oh, well, they're only popular because they're a girl. They're not. They're not only popular because they're a girl. Yes, them being attractive and them being friendly and them being bubbly does definitely help them out. It is a part of what makes someone popular. I mean, at the end of the day, a creature is going to have an 8 times harder a struggle than a pretty girl. It's just a fact. Nobody's denying that. No one's talking about that. But here's the thing. We, as a community, don't, and as a general and online community, do a terrible job of understanding tone and understanding direction of what comments are made about. And one of the big problems is that we had a lot of guys in the community who came out, hard as heck, trying to attack towards Jubilee, and rather than understand her opinion. And when we do this, this creates a tidal wave of horse poop where people get triggered, people have their feelings hurt, and at the end of the day, people end up leaving communities or being able to become more separated than we already are. And that's a bad thing, guys. We need to go back to how we were a month ago when we were basically all together as one, attacking the pedophiles and basically getting them out of our community. That's actually an issue that we need to get people out of the community for. Jubilee, of course, did not help herself with this issue. There were some people that were tweeting at her, and don't get me wrong, they were being malicious towards her and calling her on her stances, basically saying feminism was horse poop, saying that she's a woman hater. She kind of played into it. Now, I don't know if somebody hacked her account or whatnot, but she kind of played into it. This is a tweet where somebody was saying, how is that equal? And that's what, and in all honesty, true feminism is supposed to be about equality of the sexes, not superiority of one versus the other. She played into it because basically by saying right here, it's equal because men have been dominating women for thousands of years, and now it's your turn, you dipshit. Not a good idea. Jubilee is somebody who has been a part of of scrutiny in the community before, as somebody who has made the wrong choice before. Telling you right now, these kind of comments are not the kind of comments you want to make on Twitter. Don't ever make comments on Twitter. Don't ever put your opinions on Twitter, people. Because when you put your opinions on Twitter, you are just asking for more drama and more war to happen in your life, because Twitter does not carry tone. Twitter does not carry voice. Twitter has only 140 characters. When you have 140 characters, you are asking someone to basically misunderstand you, because there is no way that you can really 100% safeguard yourself and an opinion in one tweet. You just can't do it. So don't put your opinions on Twitter. You are just asking for people to misunderstand you, or for you to come off as some arrogant person, or for you to come off as wrong in a point where somebody's going to try to fist fight you on Twitter, and it's going to get ugly. And not going to lie, tweets like this got really ugly. Tweets like this rallied quite a large portion of the community against her. And honestly, here's the thing, Jubilee, is that you still have a big enough presence in the community that you don't need to be doing this. The good thing about what your statements are is that your statements are statements that are somewhat defensible. It's not like you were out there, calling all black people, something that you shouldn't call black people things, Yeah, it wasn't like you were out there saying that all gays are subhumans. You weren't out there saying these kind of things that are going to basically be indefensible statements that nobody's going to rally behind. I guarantee you, your fan base is still behind you. So, just all you need to do, girl, is just shut up on Twitter for a few days. But you didn't do that. You made an even bigger statement. Consider this my resignation from the community. I will continue to make Pokemon content, but the community does not align with my values, and I want no part of it. I hope that some of you will remain my friends, but it is in this condition, and my apologies for standing up for myself. It is clear that most of y'all think feminism is something that needs to be packaged and catered to men. It is a free and an entire legion of men harass women into oblivion for stepping on their toes. Feminism is about men. It's about a movement for men, make them feel good. It's for a safe environment for them to feel positive for themselves. The majority of y'all have collectively decided to condone and validate this behavior and empower those harassing me. There are many in this community that doesn't tolerate treating women this way. I encourage y'all to look beyond and see how other communities treat women and how it'll be better for everyone else. Wish you all the best for everyone. Here's the thing, Jubilee, at the end of the day, you can't say that you're going to keep making Pokemon content and not be a part of the community. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's a terrible thing to say. By and large, your content, especially being that you are a larger content creator, will still show up in our SEO. Will still show up in our suggested videos. Will still show up in everything that we do. Your videos are still going to show up in that. Therefore, you can't really remove yourself from our community. You are part of the community. Now, here's the big problem with this, is that, first off, you're all right. There are idiots out there. Notice, Jubilee, though, the idiots who are being 140% aggro, hostile towards you and not trying to understand and not trying to talk with you, not trying to understand your position, those people, if you don't notice, have small AF channels or are irrelevant or already ostracized. There was only one big person in the community that I believe made any negative comments towards you. And that person, and when I say big person in the community, I'm talking about 10,000 plus subscribers. And that only person that I saw doing that was Weedle Twin Needle. Weedle Twin Needle, by the way, is somebody that we basically outed for predatory-like behavior back about 4 years ago, who still has a big channel because, again, when you have a big enough channel and we don't have a way to remove you physically, at the end of the day, you can survive any hate. It's why King Nappy will survive all of his problems, because at the end of the day, his channel is so large that he can basically take a hit for 2 months and then come back with new material that gets all the people that either were not aware of it excited, and at the same time still pick up new people. It's just what happens. Weedle Twin Needle was one of those guys who was part of a lot of problems in the community and really has always been a fire starter in his own sense. Jubilee, please don't let a bunch of idiots trick you, or entrap you into hostile behavior or poking the bear, so to speak. Stay in the community. Keep sharing your opinions. Just be careful about how you voice them on Twitter going forward, because let's be honest, Twitter is a war zone. And by talking on Twitter, you are inviting people to collectively create and continue harassment. At the end of the day, many of us in the community are always wanting to be a part of a dialogue of how we can treat people better, especially with how our society is always changing. I know for myself, 10 years ago, what was everyone doing? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, in 2004, everyone was saying, that's gay, that's so gay, that's gay. And you know what happened? Society said, hey, let's not say that. And you know what society collectively did? It took time, but society collectively changed. And here's the thing, is that with how treatment happens, treatment will never change overnight. But if we continue the dialogue and continue talking and continue being a part of each other's lives, we can change how the world perceives and does things. It's not going to happen overnight, but we continue to do it. So Jubilee, please don't log out of our conversations. Please don't check out from the community. Be part of the dialogue to help us change the community. And at the end of the day, don't let the harassers get you down, because we'll beat the shit out of them and call them a clown. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. The point is that we're gonna, people that are actually, if you come to the table with a dialogue mentality, we'll come to the table to dialogue with you, and actually dialogue with you, and not butt heads. Because butting heads is a waste of time, but dialoguing and understanding people's different worldviews is huge. Thank you. Please don't log out of the community, Jubilee. Please let me know what you guys' thoughts are below in the comment section. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.